Now today's story is about the time I won first place for the Michigan Forensics Storytelling Championships in the spring of 1988. This would have been 7th grade. I had a drama teacher named Mrs. Anderson. She came up to me one day and said, "Hey Mike, the forensics are coming up and there's a category for storytelling and you're kind of full of shit. Why don't you try out for the team?" And I was like, "Well, I might be interested, but you mentioned something about tryouts and it seems like you already made up your mind. So let's get to work." The story I selected for my performance was a children's book called The Mean Old Mean Hyena by Jack Prelutsky. Oh, looks like we got jets flying by. All right, so I memorized the book and I started rehearsing it with Mrs. Anderson. And like a lot of children's books, you know, there's a rhyming chorus that happens every few lines. And in this book, it was like, "I'm the mean old mean hyena, there is no hyena meaner. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da." So I'm up there on stage practicing it in the classroom and I'm saying, you know, "I'm the mean old mean hyena." And she's stopping me and she's like, "Okay, that's great, you know, but Mike, you got to get a little more into it. I want you to just be a little more vocal." You know, so "I'm the mean old mean hyena, there's no you know, stop. Okay, that's great, but look, you really need to get into this role. You just become the story. It's like it's the last story you're ever going to tell." So I'm like, all right. By the end of it, she has me, I'm like, "I'm the mean old mean hyena, there's no hyena meaner." Like stomping around and everything. Perfect, that's great. And I'm standing there and I'm like, first of all, no child would ever want the story told to them this way. You know, don't you think it's just a little bit over the top? And she was like, "Nope, just do it exactly like that." So I took her word for it. I'm like, okay. The entire forensics team jumps in the bus. We had probably 30 or 40 people on this team. There's all different categories, you know, there's multiple, there's duo, there's dramatic, there's comedy, there's extemporaneous, storytelling, speech. We drive down to Ann Arbor and I performed The Mean Old Mean Hyena 3 times in front of 3 different sets of judges and I win first place. My first trip to the forensics. I'm the best storyteller in the entire state of Michigan. Everybody's going crazy. I'm getting a lot of pats on the back. The bus trip home was out of control. It was nuts. And I wasn't the only one to do good. I was just really excited. So that weekend, the main takeaway for me was, I kept asking myself, you know, could everything be this easy? You just show up, you do exactly what they tell you to do, exactly how they tell you to do it, and you win. I mean, if that's the case, I'm gonna win everything I do from here on out. I gotta say, that was a formative moment in my life because even though I knew you couldn't win everything, it gave me a lot of confidence to be willing to try anything, no matter how stupid it feels. If you try something hard enough, you might just be awesome at it. You never know. What a great experience, though. 1988 storytelling forensics champion. And as far as I can tell, I'm still holding the title. Don't forget to tune back in to my next episodes of The Best of My Recollection. Storytelling.